What's up YouTube, it's Louis here, hope you're all well. Today we're looking at Quant on the daily time frame. Is Quant running on borrow time? Is it a ticking time bomb? This is what we're going to discuss today. If you do enjoy the video, please like, subscribe and comment and share. Please also check out my Twitter where I do have a 50% offer on my course at the moment. Just simply private message me if you want to take action. Head over to my Twitter, the link is underneath this video. And yeah, let's carry on with the Quant. The Quant update. This is another day where it looks like this head and shoulders pattern we've been talking about since this capitulation here could be forming. So it's another day, another week under this left shoulder, and the more days and weeks that we continue to hold underneath this, again, this is a resistance. When you lose it as support, which we done right there, this now flips into resistance, and so we should visit the swing lows, and we did that basically in one day with that capitulation, or in a couple of days we came back to these lows, and then going back up to our swing high, which is this previous one over here, trapped under it as a resistance. And again, if we turn on the drawings now, it's another day, another week below the golden pocket. Remember, when we take a look at the Fibonacci's, it's a retracement tool. So when we get a push so deep down, it's again a retracement tool. So we're measuring this deep push down for it to tell us, okay, Louis, this is where Quant is going to pull back to. This is the most retraceable point. What are those points? You guys should know if you've been on the channel for long enough by now. I've taught it to you so many times, the golden pocket. So this area is between the 0.5 and the 0.618 Fibonacci levels. This is just essentially the most, the most common levels it comes back to. So it doesn't necessarily have to, although, the most common levels, so it's prominent. These, you're bound to hit these most of the time. However, that's not always the case. You can just stop at the 382. So that's what we're seeing currently. We need to find more things to add on to this, more things acting as confluence, and confluence is just different things in TA that are coming into, just acting as confirmations. So things aligning with each other. So let's say we were already seeing this head and shoulders pattern as we capitulated, because with something so deep, even if you come back up, you're just retracing to where it's telling you it's going to come to. This is the most likely area you're going to come to before you continue lower. And we've already been saying on the channel for a good few weeks, maybe it has been a month, I'm not really sure, guys. But yeah, you can come all the way to 188 and still continue lower. Yes, I am better now. So thank you guys for the support over the weekend. Loads of lovely comments wishing me better, and of course it got better very quickly, so thank God that's done with. And it snowed today where I am, so very nice. We haven't got snow in December for many years, I don't think. Either way, heading back up to this, let's not get sidetracked. Golden pocket over here, you can even go through it and head to the 786 and still continue lower. But we're not just solely relying on the Fibonacci's, which again are telling us most of the time you come here. But we're not just focused on that. We're looking to the left. The structures was already giving us clues before we placed the Fibonacci's. With such a deep push, you should have really found support on this swing high, as when you make a new swing high up here, you usually find support on the old one to then continue higher. When you lose this, you come back to the old swing low. But again, that's still support. So we're going back to our range high. So we're trapped in this range over here, going sideways. Can you see that? Below 134 and about $85, $90 as our support. So as you can see, this is a range that we've just come up with without using Fibonacci's. And then when we go back to the right, what is a level that we're currently struggling with at the moment? The 382, where we had so many consecutive days of failing to close above this. And then it did give in over here. And we were watching this area closely last week. If you remember, these signals over here were signals of weakness. And I remember on this specific day, I told you we're going to at least visit 120 again. And we did. And now we're just playing around in this area. And we were saying that this could potentially be another smaller head and shoulders pattern. It really looks like it could be taking shape. So draw this line over here. This is your neckline. Whether you want to draw it through the bodies, so that would be through here like that, showing you that it's already broke out, or you can wait for this level to be broken just in case, because you could be coming down to here and bouncing. So you never know if you're going to break this. So that could be your area. If it's losing that, we're coming back lower. So zooming out a little bit again, we can see again, yeah, days over here closing exactly on the 382, rejections here, and then finally a push above. But remembering, if you remember when we were talking about quant down here, we were essentially saying we are waiting for a daily candle close above 125 because it's a psychological level. The 382 is lining up nicely with 125. It's $1 above. To me, that I'm not even seeing that as 126, I'm seeing it as 125. Either way, as we were coming up here, I think it was with this green candle, I said it's not only about the 382, as we have the 55 slightly above. So although the Fibonacci's by themselves say when you get above the 382, you should go to the 050. Again, guys, what have I taught you? Not to solely rely on one thing. You need to look at other things that are acting as confluence, other things as confirmations. Looking to the left, structure leaves clues. I had my resistance, the top of the range, and this is my low of the range. Then what is this? What are these numbers around? We've got this, well, the wick's up here, but the body's in and around 125. It's at 127, but when we go back to over here, we've got the 382 at 126. We've got the 55 EMA at 129, 130, and so yeah, and then body candle closes here as resistance at 120. So it's this $10 area between 120 and 130 over here that is acting as a key resistance. So it might look like it's found support over here. You need to, yeah, wait for that to show you a clearer picture. I don't believe so. I just think, yeah, you've spiked down, you've come into a very strong area of support, and you've had this initial spike that's making everyone just flip bullish. I don't know for what reason, because again, with Fibonacci's, you use a Fibonacci, it tells you, okay, now I've had this big push, I'm going to go and accumulate. I'm going to go and show a bullish pattern to trick you. Because a bullish pattern, as you can see, double bottom or inverse head and shoulders or whatever pattern you're personally seeing at the moment, it's bullish until it meets its target, because you had such a big push down. Imagine if the target is at 190 up here. That's it though. Your target is at 190. Your target is not at 300. So once you meet your target, let's say it isn't 190, you'll just continue down. And we've actually measured these patterns targets down here. We were saying there was an inverse head and shoulders, as well as a double bottom, and those patterns targets down here, they're only taking you roughly to the golden pocket. Look, the 050, even if we take the aggressive target like here, that's taking you to the 0618, even if you put it higher. Yeah, still under 169, which was this original head and shoulders pattern, descending triangle. Remember over here, this descending triangle, which I was lucky enough to give you. So yeah, if you've been tuning into the channel since up there, well done guys. Even before this inverse head and shoulders pattern breakout, I remember telling a lot of people to get in around $40-50, and I've had lots of messages and people joining my course recently that are actually saying, Louis, because of you, I was a headless chicken, but because of you, I bought around $40-50 and I sold around $200. As we were saying for over 1 year since back here, when we are going down to $70, no one wanted to believe me, because we jumped from 83 and we jumped from 99 here. We eventually hit 70. I said, guys, we're still going to go lower. We're taking it step by step. But once I saw that we were turning things back into support over here, I said, this is our go signal. And once we eventually come back into this previous head and shoulders neckline, it is going to be a key resistance. And we were having multiple clues on the higher time frames, and we know the higher that time frame, the more accurate it is. So we had a shooting star, which is a sell signal on the weekly time frame. So expect 4 months we should be going down, and even on the weekly it looks like this head and shoulders really could be taking shape right now. This right shoulder, that's all we're waiting for. And just before we finally conclude this actually the most important part of the video. I know that yeah, this is a lot, we'll go into in a bit more detail tomorrow, because yeah, it's just been a bit long, this video. But going to the daily time frame, we're recognizing that this whole thing could be, yeah, this entire structure again. So your descending triangle here, your shoulder, head, shoulder. So your descending triangle here, we've got our shoulder, head, and potential right shoulder. So we could be somewhere around here. So I've already placed a fractal that could tell us where Quant could be heading, but I've already told you in the past, if this head and shoulders were to play out, we're coming back down to $40–50, and you'll see this right now with this fractal. I've taken this fractal from over here because this was our right shoulder, and I believe that we could be doing the same thing here. If this would be our imaginary neckline or whatever you want to say, because yeah, we need to see this right shoulder forming a bit more for us to be this confirmed neckline. But yeah, for the moment it would be a similar structure like this. Some people might say, oh, that's the right shoulder. We weren't calling this the right shoulder back here. We're calling that the right shoulder. And then when we lost this neckline over here, this purple line, I was saying, okay, you validated that head and shoulders. Let's wait for the close below 150 as well. Final nail in the coffin. So the same thing would be the similar thing over here, guys. Once you lost this left shoulder's neckline over here, the horizontal one down at 87 roughly, then yeah, that's when we're going to get this continuation low. And the fractal, you know, it's just I've just picked it up from there, from here to there, placed it on where I believe the right shoulder is ending. The reason why it could, you know, we could be pushing up into 188, 150, or all the way up into 188 and still go lower, but we're already having those signs of rejections off that 55. And of course, if you're losing the 55, if we get rid of everything, if we're losing the 55 and you're flipping it into resistance, and look, you're holding it at resistance, what should really happen is a loss of these lows over here, and we'll take that step by step. But thank you guys so much. We'll go into this in a bit more detail tomorrow, but please like, please share, comment, check out those channel memberships. We're almost at 10 members. Let's really push for that this week. And yeah, if you want to send in a super thanks, which is right next to the like button, you can also do so and donate to the channel if you want. Remember, I have 50% off offer on my Twitter, so hit the link underneath this video and private message me to receive this 50% offer off my course. Thank you guys so much. Like, subscribe, and comment, and peace.